Does it seem that under the sea things can get pretty strange? In our weird, wild, and wonderful undersea world, things do get pretty strange. Did you know that seahorses are the only animal where the male gives birth and cares for the young? Seahorses are monogamous and mate for life. Every morning they come together with their partner, dance, change their color, twirl around with linked tails, and then separate for the rest of the day. Pygmy seahorses stay on the same sea fan their whole life and might only move a few inches. While clownfish do mate for life, it's a bit complicated. Clownfish are sequential hermaphrodites, which are born as females, then become males, except for one, the largest male, who stays the only female. Peterson's shrimp and clownfish live in association within the stinging tentacles of a sea anemone. Before they can do this, they need to acclimatize themselves to the anemone by progressively pressing their bodies against the tentacles for increasing periods of time. After this, they're able to move between the tentacles without getting stung. But if they're separated from their host for a few days, they'll need to repeat the immunizing procedure. Moray eels are not aggressive when they open and close their mouths. They're actually just breathing. They have an inner and outer jaw. Parrotfish produce 85% of all sand. They munch on the coral reef, and out it comes the other end, all day long. Octopus have 3 hearts, and their blood is blue. An adult octopus can squeeze through a hole the size of a dime. They are completely deaf. The male octopus has a sex arm, which he inserts into the female's mantle cavity. The male dies shortly after mating. The female dies after her eggs hatch. We'll let these two have some privacy. Nudibranchs absorb stinging cells from the prey they eat and later use them as part of their defensive system. Their bright color is a warning that they are poisonous. Their eggs are quite beautiful. Some types of nudibranch are solar-powered and use sunlight to produce energy. Here's what mating nudibranchs look like. Cowfish are made out of a bone box with holes only for eyes, mouth, and fins. If their horns break off, they grow back. They are extremely poisonous. Sharks are covered with tiny little teeth called dermal denticles. That's why their skin feels like sandpaper. Pufferfish have an eye that looks like a galaxy, and they contain enough toxin to kill 30 adult men. Bobbit worms bury themselves in the sand and can grow up to 9 feet long. They are blind and have no brain, yet they sense movement and strike with their jaws to snatch prey that swim over them, pulling them back down under the sand. Only half of a dolphin's brain sleeps at a time. While one half of the brain is asleep, the other half reminds the dolphin to surface for air. One eye always stays open as well, and the alert half of the brain watches for danger. The peacock mantis shrimp can see 5,400 colors and can vaporize water. They have the strongest punch in the world, equal to a shot from a .22 caliber bullet. You shouldn't put one of these guys in an aquarium. There's no electricity involved in this electric clam's display. It creates the flash by rapidly rolling its lips, which are dark on one side and reflective on the other. Manta rays have the largest brains of all fish. The spot patterns on their bellies can be used to distinguish individuals, like a fingerprint. And back to our beginning shot. Near islands formed by volcanoes, bubbles are produced by the underground geothermal activity and continuously stream from the sand. I hope you've enjoyed Weird But True. See you next time.